You're probably looking for the next big narrative, diving into AI, diving into memes, diving into layer ones, but what if I spiced up your search with a narrative essential to all of them? When we talk about tech, when we talk about AI, when we talk about blockchain and cloud solutions, yet we often skip the appetizer, data storage. Oh, sure, we've got the old school stuff, the Filecoins, the Arweaves, okay? But that's ancient history at this point. This is crypto, man. We move fast. Now, a fresh take on data storage is set to make a big splash on the lightning-fast SUI network, which, in case you have been living under a rock, has been one of the hottest chains of this cycle. So let's introduce the Walrus protocol. And just like you can't have a party without pizza, no blockchain fiesta is complete without data storage. So stick around to hear the details on this sizzling hot new project and how you can get involved with a potential airdrop. Listen up. By the way, thanks to the SUI Foundation for sponsoring this video. As always, make sure to DYOR before investing in any cryptocurrency coin. Okay, so when data storage is discussed, we often think about cloud computing, a USB, a computer's hard drive. But man has been storing information even before the first modern computer was built. Ancient man, of course, used stone carvings, cave paintings, clay tablets, parchment paper, all that fun kind of stuff. We're going there, guys. We're going way, way back in the histories here. But if you fast forward a little bit, thanks, cavemen, for storing the information so we could advance civilization to get to the Walrus protocol. Fast forward a bit, we have things like Joseph Marie Jacquard, who invented a loom that used to punch cards, weave patterns. These cards memorized the patterns by having holes that corresponded to the design, laying, of course, the foundation for modern data storage and for computer programming itself. By the 1950s, we had seen IBM introduce magnetic storage with hard disk drives. IBM created the IBM 350 disk storage unit, which, by the way, is the size of a refrigerator and can hold 3.75 megabytes of data, which is absolutely minuscule by today's standards. But that was a 70-year-ago breakthrough. It was a big deal at the time, okay? This chunky data storage solution later evolved into optical drives like CDs, DVDs, flash drives like USBs, then, of course, cloud storage. But there's a tiny, weeny little bit of a problem with cloud storage. You see, it's often controlled by one very large, centralized tech overlord company. For example, the biggest ones out there right now, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud. You probably use one of those three, if not a couple of those three. This centralized method, though, poses a lot of risk for data control, privacy concerns. I mean, these things get hacked all the time, and single points of failure. All things we don't like as crypto natives. We love decentralization, okay? Of course, the blockchain industry has a fix to this, and that is decentralized storage solutions. Now, the history of blockchain storage solutions began with Bitcoin in 2009, which introduced the concept of a decentralized distributed ledger. Now, the Bitcoin ledger, of course, just stores transaction data. Primarily, we've expanded the use cases, and now we have some images and stuff stored on there as well, but largely just transaction data. This ledger fundamentally is a type of storage, though, and it records transactions securely and immutably across the global network of computers that back up the Bitcoin network. Now, the first dedicated blockchain storage solution actually emerged back in 2015. It was called SIA. Probably still trades on some exchanges somewhere, followed by Storage in late 2018, both leveraging unused hardware space for decentralized storage. Filecoin, conceptualized in 2014 and launched in 2020, made a significant leap in this market by creating a market for storage space where users could earn tokens by offering storage and pay to store the data securely. Then we had Arweave come in, introduced in 2018, aimed at a permanent storage with a one-time payment model for data that would theoretically last forever on its network. So as long as the Arweave network's around, your data will be stored. So we've seen a bunch of new projects launched in the current bull market, but one thing hasn't changed. We still need a ton of data storage, man. In fact, crypto is super data hungry. Cloud data storage right now is projected to reach more than $7 billion by 2033. And blockchain storage solutions like Walrus are positioning themselves to capture a nice portion of this market. And I know what you're thinking, Lark, come on, man. We already have Filecoin, we already have Arweave. And yeah, okay, they're solid projects, no shade, okay? But what's different? Why does Walrus matter? Why should you be paying attention? First off, Walrus comes from Miston Labs, you know, the geniuses behind the lightning-fast SUI network. Those guys, okay? Now, SUI is already impressive, capable of hitting up to 297,000 transactions per second. Nah, that's a lot of transactions, man. We're just gonna put that out there. Way outpacing competitors like Ethereum and Solana. But there is a catch. SUI needs data to be replicated across all validator nodes, resulting in 100x more copies. Well, that's all great for smart contracts and for blockchain operations. It is inefficient for storing large, unstructured data like music or video. Walrus is the answer to this problem. So how does it work? Well, instead of relying on over 100 different copies of a video, for example, it achieves data availability of just 4 or 5 copies, making it cheaper and more efficient. Second, computer networks, of course, are designed to be resilient, but they're not indestructible. That's why we need fail-safes. That's why we need backups. In case of large-scale failures, like someone, I don't know, let's say nuking several nodes, Walrus can withstand the failure of up to 2/3 of the nodes for write operations and 1/3 for read operations. So a very robust system. So somebody spilling their coffee on the node or, tripping over the cord and unplugging it, it's not gonna be an issue, okay? As data sizes keep increasing, it's good to know that Walrus is capable and scalable and can grow with demand. It can store large files like rich media content, audio, video, and images from Web 2 or Web 3 sources. Now, use cases for Walrus include websites, productivity suites, games, and social media platforms. Since Walrus is decentralized and permissionless, of course, anyone, anywhere can tap into its global storage network. Walrus is also programmable, and it can interact with smart contracts. Okay. I know what's on your mind right now. Lark, what's the token? Where can I get it? Okay, so let's talk about that because there's an interesting opportunity here. The token is WAL, W-A-L. It's used for staking, it's used for payments, used for pricing, used for governance. But hold your horses. The project is still in its testnet phase, okay? And I know that's a bit of a bummer. You want to run out and ape all your savings. I get it. I know. Chill out, degenerates. Look on the bright side. There is an airdrop coming, which is a very juicy opportunity for you to get free tokens, okay? Okay, now we don't have any particular airdrop mechanics that have been released yet. Miston Labs has done airdrops on other projects like Deep and NS, so there are speculations around a potential Walrus airdrop for SUI ecosystem participants. And considering how well previous airdrops did, some of them did really, really well, it could be worth paying attention to and participating in the testnet. There's a link down below, by the way, if you want to participate in that testnet. Even though it's just speculation right now, there are things that you can do to prepare in case this happens. For example, you can go and engage in the SUI ecosystem by holding SUI. Make sure that you stake it in your SUI wallet. You can hold Deep tokens and make sure that you have a SUI name service or SUI NS linked to your wallet. You can also participate in the Walrus Galaxy quests. You can join the Walrus Discord community, and you can test the Walrus testnet by staking and testing out apps like Tusky, which is kind of like Dropbox on SUI. So instead of stalking your ex's Instagram page, I have just laid out the framework right there for you to, let's say, get yourself into an airdrop for this hot new protocol coming on the SUI network. Okay, if you have some extra time on your hands, stop scrolling, go farm, okay? You never know what type of reward might be in store for you. Admittedly, infrastructure projects are not always the super sexiest, but they are damn essential. And if you look at infrastructure more broadly, they are some of the biggest market cap coins in the market, okay? People tend to gravitate towards big words like artificial intelligence and AI agents and all that, fun, exciting, meme coin stuff, whatever. Okay? Yeah, okay, it's all exciting. It's all fun. It's a popular narrative. But at the end of the day, everything needs solid data storage. None of this stuff can exist without good data solutions. They all need projects just like Walrus. And they need things like Walrus that offer a solution to the actual problems that are usually, of course, ones that make money. And that are able to survive when the shit hits the fan, because there are actual fundamentals backing it up versus, dog coin number 10,001. So keep an eye on this one. I think it's going to be a very interesting potential for the airdrop for those of you who take the time to go out and farm it. Again, there's links down below what you can click on to learn more about what these guys over at Walrus are doing, and go and farm the airdrop, okay? Could be a good one. Thanks for watching.